Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Ed from Precision Gun Reviews, and today I'm doing a comparison, a size comparison primarily, of the Walther PPQ subcompact and the Glock 26 Gen 5. As you can see, they are very similar. There are some differences, and they are both 10 round, 10 plus 1 subcompact double stack polymer framed striker fired pistols. We're just going to take a look at the sizes here. To start off, perhaps we can go by length. If we align them nose to nose, because that's how I like to do it, you'll see the PPQ is slightly longer here in the rear. If you align them rear to rear, slightly longer in the front. I don't know, some people like to look at it different ways. I like to look at it this way because it suggests what might be sticking out when I'm concealed carrying. I think that's important. We can also do it this way. You can line them up on top, and you see that PPQ nose sticking out right there. And we can also align them this way, and you can take a look and see that the PPQ is slightly longer in the grip than the Glock. However, the grippable area on the front strap, if we line up the bottoms of those trigger guards, it's going to be about the same. Now if we look at the grippable area in the rear of again, it's going to be about the same. So the difference here is in this slide height. That's the difference in height primarily. And the Glock indeed does have a lower bore axis, because it generally always has a lower bore axis, because that is a thing that Glock does well. In terms of weight, these two firearms are almost identical in weight. Walther seems to be the only manufacturer that is competing in the weight department against Glock, and the PPQ is actually a lighter gun than the baby Glock 26 by about 0.2 of an ounce or so, something like that. This Glock 26 is listed at a svelte 21.6, 21.7, and this PPQ is listed at a 21.2 ounce weight. I weighted it was more like 21.4 on my scale. So very, very close in weight, but a very strong achievement for Walther to get down to the weight of the Glock 26 that really nobody has ever been able to compete with. They both break down the same. They have these levers that you pull down after pulling the slide back slightly, slide it off. And they both have these safety triggers, polymer triggers with a safety in the trigger, passive safety. Both 10-round magazines, as I said. The Glock has its standard magazine release and its standard polymer mags. The PPQ has its magazine takeoff rocket-fueled ejection button, which fires these mags out, and these mags are steel, and I believe they're Mech-Gar. They both shoot amazingly, depending on how you shoot with one or the other. You might like this Walther trigger, you might like its short over travel and short reset, or you might be a Glock person and you might like this trigger. And there's an improvement here on this Glock that I like. They've smoothed out the face of the Glock trigger, which has helped me enjoy it a lot more. I think that's a great advancement. In terms of ergonomics, the PPQ has a much more ergonomic grip for, I would say, most people. The Glock Gen 5, I feel, has improved with this straightened front strap. It has become more comfortable and more shootable. And one other difference here is the PPQ does come with a standard 1913 pick rail with 2 slots. The Glock has a dust cover. And the PPQ has a larger trigger guard for your gloved hands. Glocks notoriously have always had a fairly small one. Other things of note, they both have ambidextrous slide releases, and the Glock's is its standard small slide release that does function as a release on both sides, and the PPQ has this extended slide release which does function as a release on both sides very easily. And both work, both are great. The Glock does have that lower bore axis, but it also has a narrower overall profile. It's a narrower gun. I'm pointing at the wrong direction. The slide is narrower. While the PPQ tapers at the top, the Glock doesn't taper as much, but overall the gun is narrower. You can, here, caliper is my favorite toy. We can take a look right here. If we put that right on those slide releases, and then put this over the slide releases, we've got a little bit of an extra gap there. And if we look just on the slide itself, you'll see that this will not fit. We'll have to go out to there and then put it on the Glock. Definitely a little bit of space there. And that's about it. That's our size and, I guess, basic feature comparison between the two. In terms of qualitative analysis between these two, they're both great. They're both worth buying. They are both guns that I recommend here on the channel. And whether you like the PPQ or the Glock, I say they are both very, very worthy of being on your hip, on your bedside, anywhere in your carry rotation. And they are both reliable and trustworthy. Two great companies, two great guns. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Ed from Precision Gun Reviews. Until next time, you guys stay safe out there.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out and thanks to the gun store of Conway, South Carolina. They help us transfer in all of our firearms for review. And you should check out the gun store at scgunstore.com. They are a full-service guns and gear shop with an indoor range. They stock a wide selection of handguns, shotguns, suppressors, NFA items, tactical rifles, hunting rifles, and gear. They are fully stocked with all calibers of ammunition. They have gun safes, holsters, magazines. They do gunsmithing on site if you happen to be in the Conway, South Carolina area. Additionally, they hold training courses for those in the area. And they also offer a fully automatic experience in their gun range with an AR-15 or a Thompson 45 Tommy gun. They've got knives, they've got used firearms, parts, accessories, really just about anything you could think of related to firearms, home, and personal defense. I recommend you take a trip over to scgunstore.com, and no matter where you are, go to shop.scgunstore.com, where you can shop their inventory online and have it delivered right to your local FFL. That's the gun store of Conway, South Carolina. Thanks for making all the reviews that you see here on PGR possible.